Volume seems to be low, but I think I can fix that real quick. If you guys are just tuning in on YouTube, today we're going to discuss is Big Brother 27 the worst season of all time? And I think it has to be mentioned among those seasons. Not necessarily just for the cast alone, but also because of production and what they have turned this season into. It sucks. It really sucks. Like, we have given a lot to this show, and this show, I feel like over the last few years, just okay, well, good to see my volume's working on Twitch. It stopped working yesterday for some reason, so I'm glad it's working now. Yeah, so if you guys are just hopping in here now, welcome. Say what's up in the comments. I think we're going to have a fun little discussion today. Let me pull up the multi-stream chat. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful Monday afternoon. If you guys are watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can, hit the subscribe button right down below, right there. Hit the subscribe button, give us a like, give us a comment. You guys killed it for me on my last stream about Big Brother when we did the emergency stream. So thank you to everyone who supported me and supported the channel. You guys, your effort just by the comments and likes and watching it just helps out so much. So thank you guys again. And if you can, if you have a Twitch account, please follow me, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. Helps me out a lot there as well. All right, so I do want to get into the discussion that at hand that I brought. Obviously, you saw the thumbnail. That's why you probably clicked on it. It's because I think that it's an honest discussion that we should have. As I say that, I realize I didn't attach the thumbnail. So give me a second. I think it's an honest discussion that we should have. Is Big Brother 27 the worst season of all time? And I think you can make a case for it. I think there's a multitude of reasonings. I quit this season. I get it. Honestly, like, if this season plays out how I think it's minimum, a bottom 3 season. Obviously, you have other seasons that I want to thank you for the laughs on the content. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming back and supporting me, the Bomb Mike. You have been here for a lot of it, so thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. It really does. So, like I said, if it continues going the way it's going, it's easily a bottom 3 season for me. And I know there's other seasons that are going to be more problematic, like Big Brother 15. So there are differences where there's seasons that are more problematic or just have terrible people on them. And then there's seasons that are just bad, right? I'm not saying everyone on this season is a bad person. And I'm not saying everyone on former seasons are bad people. There are bad people, but not everyone on those casts are. But it's also how do they make up the season as a whole and what they're giving us on the live feeds, on the show proper, and are they bringing it as far as a cast in playing the game? And that's what I want to discuss. And also, you got to throw in production. Production is a huge part of this. Production is easily the reason why this cast and the season as a whole has gotten to this point. Strategically, the casts probably are. The season was quite fun, but the twist is the worst we've ever seen. I agree. And that's the thing is, one twist can easily ruin the season. Thank you, Chris, for coming in here and saying what's up. I appreciate you. If you guys can, let me know in the comments. Like, what do you guys feel? This is our vent session, too. I know we had a vent session the other day about Rachel, but, like, let's talk about the season as a whole. Let's talk about where does the show go from here? How can they fix things? Like, I'm not saying they're going to fix the racial situation. Obviously, I made that very clear that I don't think they should, because then I think it would only give them more of a headache or more problems. But where does the show go from here for future seasons? Season 8, probably the worst season. The winner went to jail for, well, yeah. Wasn't that was season 9? That was season 9, right? That was an evil dick who did that. Production ruined the whole season in an instant. The Rachel versus Keanu storyline, the Rachel versus Vince storyline, the judges, all gone. And that is probably one of my biggest gripes with this whole thing, right? So, yes, you built all of these storylines, and every single one Chris just pointed out there. The Rachel versus Keanu, the Frenemies alliance, the Rachel v. Vince, the judges, even Kelly versus Rachel. I'll give you that storyline too, even though it hasn't really been seen a ton on TV. We see it on the feeds. And it all goes by for nothing. Literally nothing in one fell swoop. How do you allow that to happen? Okay, if this is your worst case scenario that Rachel goes, then maybe you shouldn't do this, right? Because, yes, it's probably a low probability that it happens, but it can happen. So even the fact that there's a chance that that happens, you shouldn't do it. This isn't the challenge. This isn't something, this isn't the same game. It really is a whole different game, and you're not allowing your players the ability to play the game that they signed up for. They need to go back to basics. You cannot change the game mechanics that make it Big Brother. And that's 100% true. It's the whole reason for this show and what's made it so compelling compared to other shows is the fact that it was a social strategy game that allowed people from different walks of life to use strategy and social strategy to maneuver themselves in the game, and then they are evicted, but given the opportunity to save themselves. If they don't, or if they didn't play the social strategy right or regular strategy right, then they're evicted. And that's the game, and that's what we kept coming back for. But when you just make it into a challenge determines everything, and someone is eliminated, their whole game ends in a 2-minute puzzle, that's not Big Brother. It's not Big Brother. I like twists, but it's Rachel, dude. It feels like when Helen was pushed all over again. I'm not a Rachel fan, but she is a Big Brother legend and ambassador. Exactly. It wasn't a low probability for Rachel leaving. I think they did this on purpose. If that's the case, I just have a hard time. They would know the backlash, right? They would know the backlash that they were going to get if this happened. What's up, Sandy? What's up, Win in Rome? I appreciate you guys. Rachel waited 15 years to come back. For what? To get shafted by production? It really makes me not want to finish the season. And obviously I'm going to, because I'm here with you guys. I also just I've watched this show for so long that it's hard for me to just stop doing it. And I want to be here for you guys that are still going to continue it. But it really is hard. It really is hard. And I know people are going to say, oh, you're just because you're a fan of Rachel's or you're a friend of Rachel's. Yes, of course that's true. But my main thing is, this is not the game I like to watch. I'm not even the biggest challenge fan. I'm really not. I've seen, a handful of seasons here and there, and I know people like it, and that's great. If that's what you like to watch, that's great. And I can see the appeal. But for me, the challenge is all just physical, right? It's physical with a small amount of strategy. It's just who's going to be best at that, challenge that day. That's hence why it's called the challenge. But this isn't the challenge. I come here for the social strategy. I'm much more a social strategy and watching people develop relationships and see how different walks of life come together and play a social strategy game and vote each other out and let the best person win. Rachel didn't even touch the block once this season, and she's taken out by a 2.5-minute puzzle. It's wild. The outrage would still be there because of a player is eliminated without being able to play a HOH veto. It's a lot worse because it was Rach. She was playing so well, not once nominated. Exactly. Hey, Kendra. Sad about the twist and sad about Rachel. Goody Gumdrops, welcome back. Thank you so much. If their social game is irrelevant, there's no need for them to live in the house. Exactly. Like, if they have no social game and they can't talk to people, and or at least if they are someone that's not social strategy wise, make for good TV, and you have the ability to save yourself. And that's always been Big Brother. Like, you have the opportunity to save yourself via, conversation, social strategy, or even veto, whatnot. But not like this. My dad, who is a casual, thinks that Rachel leaving was planned in on purpose. What's up, Jace? I was like, absolutely not. I don't think they wanted it. I don't think they wanted it. I think they thought that it was a low probability of happening, and then it happened, and I think now they're feeling the repercussions of it. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? Sorry for being angry and tired last time. It's okay. I think we were all there. I think some of us still aren't over it, and I'm included in that, so I get it. I'm just following on Blue Sky and listening to Taryn's updates. Feeds were turned off as soon as I found out Rachel was gone and how it happened. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I really have watched barely any feeds since it happened. One, I had a very busy week or weekend with work, but I just also, it's like, what am I going to watch, I can just get all my information online or through Taryn, and, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm just a little disgusted at this point. That's just the thing, goodies. Why should they bother? I hope they find a way to clean this up. I don't know if they can. I really don't know. Because, even if they come back on Tuesday, right? And tomorrow we watch the episode and they're like, oh, but don't worry. Whoever is eliminated will have the chance to battle someone to come back in the house. I mean, what is this, zombie week all over again? I just don't. I don't know. I just don't think it'll be a good look, because I feel like we've all got the taste in our mouth that she's gone and we're pissed. And then for them to come back and say, oh, but she could possibly come back now, it just feels like they're trying to save their asses, right? And then all the naysayers are going to be like, see, you guys are setting it up for her to win. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't Rachel. And then I feel like there's an asterisk if she does go far after that. Like, say she comes back and gets to the end and wins. People are going to put an asterisk on it, even though I don't think it's justified. I just know that's what's going to happen. And that's what sucks. And that's the show's fault, not Rachel's. I am not impressed with the HOH competitions on Sunday. What's up, Michael? They should have gone back to the live HOH comps. I put this out there on my emergency stream where I was like, I'm fine with the Blockbuster competition. I think it adds something to Thursday, but give us every HOH on the live feeds. Be like Big Brother over the top. Let the live feeders at least be able to see the HOH competition, and then I think you solidified everything. Stop comparing Rachel leaving to any of those other players leaving. She is a previous winner, iconic character, and face of many of the CBS shows, returning after 15. It's not the same. I mean, justified. It isn't the same, and we are very passionate because it's Rachel. But like I said, I still feel like I would feel the same way if it happened to Keanu, if it happened to Vince, if it happened to anyone. Because it's just stupid. It's a stupid twist. Yeah, that's true. Kendra, now we won't know if she could have even won. Do you think she would have? I think she was in a good spot, like not a great spot, but she had never touched the block. She had her people she was working with, Ashley and Will, like directly, and she had other people in the house like Morgan that they were building something. They had the Judges Alliance. They had the numbers. So who's to say she couldn't have used her social strategy to get further? Because we've seen her be able to save herself all season. So you have to say there's at least the opportunity that she could have, and I think that she had a good enough game to compete against anyone else's game. I really do feel that way. So yeah, I think she would have had a chance to win. Your thoughts on Ava talking crap about Rachel after she's gone? Honestly, I'm done with Ava. I'm done with Ava. Like, she's fine as a character on my television screen, but I don't know. Like, I'm frustrated. It's not even like about the whole like touching her thing. The more I looked into that, I was like, that's whatever. That's like stupid, but whatever. But like, Ava's really just not giving anything to me game wise. Like, I think she's a fine person. Like, I don't have like anything to give two shits about her game. They didn't want this. That's why feeds were down for so long. They didn't know what to do. Exactly. Look at all the players now. They're all complaining. If the players are clocking how bad it is and trashing production, you know it's bad. That's crazy to me because when I was watching that, I was like, they don't see how the public is reacting to this, but they know, right? Like, they can tell this is bad without even having any outside influence, and they know it's bad. That's how bad this is. And a lot of these people are recruits, right? So a lot of these recruits that have never seen the show before still recognize that this is bad. Uh-oh. Did my volume go out? Hold on. Is my volume out for you guys? Okay, cutting out. Let me try to fix it. It sounds good for you? Okay, so some people have sound issues. Okay, so we're good. Oh, you hear me now? Okay, if it cuts out, please let me know because I can't tell on my end. It shows me the bar is moving, but I had this issue yesterday too. All right, it's perfect now. Thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate you guys. You guys kill it, man. You guys are showing up lately, and this is awesome. Now I'm so far behind on the comments, so I apologize. Zombie Week, at least they got voted out. Yes. If you guys said something that I didn't get to yet, and because of the whole sound thing, please type it again because it's gone for me. So, and I would love to read whatever you guys said. You guys are just killing it. Like 54 people here. This is awesome. Is no more game to play. I hear you. And that's the thing. It's like it feels like it just feels like game over, right? And it feels like it feels like game over for all of us because we just have a bad taste in our mouth now, right? And even Keanu, like Keanu weeping reaction to Rachel's elimination was precious. Yeah, like I love Keanu. I'm sorry. For those of you that don't like Keanu, that's fine. I like Keanu. And I think that Keanu, outside of Rachel, Keanu's the next best player player as in the person I'm rooting for, I should say. But yeah, it's just so crappy. Like this feeling is just crappy. How are 8 people left and the game is on standby? Seriously though, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. I hate that we didn't get to see Rachel with her back against the wall on the block. We know how good she is in that position. Didn't get to see her fight. We know she would have. And that's the thing. Like she would have had the opportunity. She would have had the opportunity to do it. All in on Keanu for the win now. Same. Rather have Keanu win than any other house guest. Now, I will say this. I didn't get to see anything yesterday. I had a lot of stuff going on. The last 2 days. Oh my God. 2 nights ago, we had a concert at my casino that I work at. Hey, Charles, thank you so much for the Charles Philippe. Thank you so much for the sub. We appreciate you. So we had the busiest concert I've ever had in my entire life at the casino I work at. It was just me and one other bartender. I'm not kidding, guys. We had like 150 people surrounding the bar. And just like people cussing at us and stuff. I'm like, I can only do so much. I'm like sweating profusely. So when I came home, I crashed. Like I crashed and I had to do a lot of stuff the next day. So I apologize. I have not been able to see stuff on the feeds or look up anything. Who won veto? Can you guys let me know who won veto? Because I am not caught up on that. All right, so rather have Keanu win than any other house guest. Same. Rachel's husband, Brendan, is a big dude. Production should be scared. I don't like many of the people left. However, I would have respected Anyone who was able to get Rachel out, yeah, that would have been a big game move for someone. See, like that's another thing. That's another thing. Is like someone's game could have drastically changed if they're the one who took the shot at Rachel. Reading for Keanu. This coming from the same guy who was trying to get Rachel out the past 2 weeks, and she was his closest hello. I was dumb, and now is going on the block. Yeah, he can still save himself, though. He can still save himself. If Keanu goes, oh, man, I might be officially done with the season. Usually the game gets boring around 5 people. Yeah, and we're at 8, and it's already getting there. Although I'm not happy with this week's events, I will still probably watch just to see who wins. I could care less about the comps and conversations. APM, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. She would be tearing that house up right now. Yet there's 8 people, and the game is stagnant. Rachel wouldn't have let this happen. No, Rachel would be making stuff happen right now in the house. Morgan won the veto. Okay. I knew Keanu would be going up. But Keanu, he's got to win the blockbuster at this point. That's the only thing he can do is win the blockbuster. But I like his chances. I do like his chances. Let's be real. Ashley, not the best competitor when it comes to these competitions. And Will is in his 50s, and he's got an injury he's dealing with. So, yeah, like, I like Keanu's chances. But you never know. You never know. How do you all complain that this has turned into the challenge and it's supposed to be a social game, but Keanu's only here because he can win a comp and you want him to win the game? So that's the difference, is he's winning the comps that we are used to with Big Brother, right? Like these are Big Brother games proper, right? So he's able to save himself. I have no problem with that. And I know his social game is lacking. I'll be the first to tell you that. But the fact is, I like that someone can save themselves and have the opportunity and not just play a challenge and just be eliminated without going through a house vote. I think that's the biggest difference, right? And the challenge, I mean, I guess the challenge and this whole situation are not a one-for-one comparison. I agree with that. Because obviously those people are nominated or are voted into having to go to an elimination. So there is a social strategies part there. I guess I'm just pissed. Like, I'm just pissed about the fact that she's out by one challenge without the opportunity to be voted out by her peers in a social strategy game. Does that make sense? I guess that's where my anger comes from. Hoping for a miracle for Keanu. Congrats to Keanu for winning the challenge blockbuster. Because of the internal conflicts he has been openly dealing with all season. What's up, Bartico? Oh, man, I always miss Barticomus. Whatever. Keanu has been down in the dumps about Lauren putting him up. Thinks it doesn't make sense, and he's been saying, Rachel told me this would happen. Yeah, she's been telling you stuff all season, Keanu. Damn it, Keanu. Most of these players don't have the drive to win. Big Brother is always a live eviction, and loser always talks to Julie. Rachel did none of that during this eviction. And that's the thing. She's not going to go out to an audience. She's not going to go out to Julie and have, well, we might still see her talk to Julie. I don't know how that's going to play out. But it doesn't feel the same. It's just not the same thing. Do you like Jag as a winner? No. And I understand that might be a little counterproductive of what I'm trying to say. But yes, I don't like Jag as a winner. But I respect Jag's game, if that makes sense. Like, Jag was the best of what was left. Well said, Bobby. Also, who knows what could have happened, could have rallied with his allies, and particularly Rachel if he ended up on the block not winning a blockbuster. Exactly. However, with 3 nominations and blockbuster, Keanu would have been backdoored by week 3. Yep. And that's why I like the blockbuster twist. I like it. I really do. He said he hates it there now and he misses Rachel. Says it was fun speaking to her and listening to her stories. Now he hates it. He's definitely getting sick of Kelly talking about Rach. Yeah, I think we all are. The Jag win was so lame. I skipped season 26 because of the Jag win. There are no players in this season worthy of winning Big Brother. What's up, Jerry? Or Gary, excuse me. Either or. The only one I want to win is Keanu now that Rachel is gone. I disagree. Morgan or Vince will be a good win. and Keanu hasn't been voted out like Jag was. That's another good point. Is Jag was voted out. Keanu just keeps saving himself. I wouldn't be mad about a Vince win, and I know Vince is problematic at times, and I hate the whining. It's so bad, and he's going to have a rough time when he comes off the show too. But at least he's been playing the game. Like, would you rather see a Vince win or an Ava win? And don't tell me about the likability part. I'm talking about just gameplay, right? Like, and I know social-wise or whatever, people might feel differently, but if you're talking about just gameplay and how they play the game, who would you rather see win in that situation? We're going to have excuse me. We're going to have another Jag win. Blockbuster is fun, but it needs an yes, don't get me wrong. I like the Blockbuster. Should have ended prior to jury. Should have ended the last week. Last week should have been the last one. There's no reason to keep it through jury. I can live with the Vince or Morgan win. I want only HOH. Let's go back to season 2 game design. I'd love a Morgan win where she cuts Vince at the end. That would be fun. I think I'd rather Vince or Morgan win than Ava or Will. At least Vince is working hard to win. F the unemployed, F the couch, F Mrs. Me. Pick me. Vince came to play, and I respect that. Wouldn't be fun if Will won an HOH. No, guys, I've been saying this. If Will wins an HOH and makes some moves, I could see it Will win. I really could. He needs to do something, though. He needs to do something to justify his ability to win the game. What's up, Robert? Rachel will be back after the uproar. They'll come up with something. It's just so frustrating. Vince is such a weasel. His girlfriend is so ashamed. Non-stop cuddles. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Vince is a moron for that. I still... It blows my mind that he thinks that the stuff that he's done, the cuddling, the hugging, the touching of, the arm and everything, like, he thought that wouldn't be seen. Well, he probably did. He knows this game. But did he not realize this is probably not a good look, and this is probably not something she's going to like, and it's definitely disrespectful? I don't know. There's a way to use it as strategy, and this is too much. Reminds me of like Big Brother 16 all over again. All right. Vince came to cry, and I don't respect that. We may hate the whining, but it's a legit strategy that's working. It is. I hate it, but it is. Worst twist, could it Jeff or Rachel leaving? Rachel leaving. Could it Jeff is not even... I feel like that's such in a lower category. I think this Rachel leaving challenge, whatever, is in a bracket all on its own. It's so much so that the outcry and pouring for production to be changed is so large, you can't say this is not the worst thing the show's ever done. And I think that's justified. LOL, Chris is the crying playing in his mind, though. Will and Ashley are flops. They're not winning anything. They are Chemo and Rubina 2.0. It's fair. I just think social-wise, Will is really good with everyone, right? Like, social-wise, he's good with everyone. He has to win something, though, to justify it if he gets there. Vince needs a mommy. Oh, wait. He has Morgan. I think that crying can be good, but it's all he does. I do love how Vince can mirror players, though. He's great at mirroring them and giving them exactly what they want when he isn't whining. No, not when Big Brother 15 and Big Brother 21 exists. What's up, Anthony? Thank you so much for joining. You guys are killing it. 61 people. This is awesome. No, and I agree. No, and I said this earlier in the stream, so I'll get back to my original topic. Why I put the thumbnail out that I did. Worst season ever? ? There are seasons that are problematic, and I said this earlier in the stream. There's Big Brother 15 for the reasons we know. There's Big Brother 9 for reasons we know. Big Brother 21, yes. But for me, I come down to, is this the worst season with outside of all of those things, because I think you have to put those in a different category, is this the worst season from cast to production and to gameplay? I really think you have to put this in that category. I think it's at minimum a bottom 3 season if you're talking big picture, and I think it's the worst season if you put it as gameplay, cast, production. That's how I feel. But I want to hear how you guys feel. Like, what do you guys think? 9 was awkward. 9 was what? Rough. What up, Kate? Bismo, what's going on? To me, whether it was Rachel or any other house guest, it was wrong. Exactly. Oh, Vince is annoying, but as fuck. But if I still think he's Weasley, way he's strategizing, LOL. By far. Vince told Lauren she is in his final 2, and he evicted Morgan. He'd evict Morgan, excuse me. That's something to live for, I guess. Big Brother 15, great gameplay. And it did have great gameplay, but you know the problems it had. Yep, it's the worst. Big Brother 22 was worse by far. Big Brother 2, for that cast, that was really bad. I would easily put Big Brother 22 in my top 3. I actually stopped watching Big Brother 22. Fun fact. I even podcasted about the season, and I just stopped watching it. I stopped watching it. It's going to be amazing TV when Vince betrays Morgan. That'll be brutal. What's up, Forever Sunshine? Thank you for joining. Big Brother 21, give us Jessica HOH. 100% worst. So I'm a bit of a petty Betty these days, but I really want to see Vince take out Ava. So Ava, decision to pick Vince can haunt her. That would be good to see. As far as the killer move, this is the worst. Worse than Zombie Week. Worse than Dire Fest. Bad. Worse than Janky Week. Also. Yeah, Big Brother 22 was All Stars. I literally stopped watching just because it was like you knew who was going to win. You knew who was going to win, and I like Cody. But it was just so like, here you go, that I was just like, I can't. It's rough. Great gameplay from Cody and Nicole. And don't get me wrong, very good gameplay. Cody showed why, he would have been a good winner for 16 if he didn't just take Derek to the end. But and he's a very, very good player. It was just very boring. Very boring. For people that are all-stars, extremely boring. Josh in season 19 was horrible for me. I cringed every time he started banging the spots. I hated it. I hated that. Are the producers trying to get the show canceled on purpose? This is so dumb. Is no gameplay is just a win and a challenge. This is the other thing, guys. We're pissed and we are getting vocal about everything. But Big Brother's got to understand, Big Brother Canada got canceled. And Big Brother Canada was killing it for a long time. I feel like the last couple seasons weren't as good. But, Big Brother Canada was killing it. And I know it's a different country and it's probably a different situation. And this show has shown longevity over the years, right? It's been on our TV for, 25 years now? But that could change. That could change. I think we just need fresh blood in there. I do. I think we need fresh blood in production and give the people back what they want. The one thing Big Brother Canada did was they at least acknowledged their fans. They at least acknowledged their fans. And when their fans said, hey, we don't like this, guess who was the first person to back us up and be vocal for us? Arissa Cox. Arissa Cox was always there being like, yeah, I agree with you guys. This sucks. Yeah, when they canceled the feeds, that's when the show was done. But essentially, Big Brother US is getting to the point where the feeds are feeling like they're canceled. Are they not? I mean, when I'm watching dogs on my screen, no offense to the dogs, love the dogs, but when I'm watching dogs on my screen more than I'm watching the actual season, it feels like they're kind of getting canceled. And I know it's been like that forever, but I feel like we see it more, if that's fair. This group needs to learn from 20 what an alliance is. Oh, and the cookout. Yep. mentioned in another stream that they need to cast like Probst. I think she 1,000% right. Give us the people who care to play, not just out all summer and to get followers. So that's another thing, is I'm pretty sure Jesse from that does the casting for Survivor, I'm pretty sure he also does Big Brother too. But maybe Jeff just has a big hand in it, so he's able to weed out things. But I'm pretty sure it's the same person doing the casting. I'm like 90% sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Pretty sure. Replace Julie with Larissa? I don't know. I don't think they'll ever do that. I don't think they'll ever do that. I enjoyed Big Brother Australia, some of the same aspects of the show. Yep, I did too. Yeah, no one watched once they got rid of the live feeds. I completely agree. Our Big Brother needs a voice just like Big Brother UK and Australia. Yep. I know. Here's the thing, though. Big Brother UK, I can't get behind that because I do like the social strategy and like voting each other out. From what I remember, don't get me wrong, and don't hate me here. I haven't seen Big Brother UK in many years. Is it still like the public votes people out? And if that's the case, I don't want that. I don't think that's a fun game for me. I like the social strategy, them not knowing outside influence and voting each other out. Big Brother should give us feeds, flashbacks. That's the thing. That's another great point, is they used to give us flashbacks. They used to let us rewind. They used to have a chat. And now all these things are leaving, and that's why another part of why I'm saying, like, the feeds just don't feel the same. And once you lose the feedsters and the people that are the lifeblood of this community, who's to say the show won't get canceled? It happened to Big Brother Canada. I've watched this show live for 25 years. This is the most upset I've ever been at the producer. Same. They will cancel the feeds. That's why they're testing the Unlock show. If they do that, the show's done for. Same. And what's up, OK Painter? Thank you for joining in. I've never been this upset at the show. It's just blatantly not right. I'm in the UK. I loved it growing up, but yes, it's still public votes. The format is nowhere near as good as US. Exactly. I can't do it. I can't do it. The public, it's just a popularity contest at that point. I can't do that. I like to see social strategy. Bum, they got rid of the live stream chat too. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the live stream chat gone is terrible. The rewind is like probably the biggest thing that they've taken out that I am just so pissed off about, because I can't watch all the time. Like, I can't just sit here on my computer. I have a family, I have work. So for me, I wanted to go back and rewind when I see, hey, this happened, go back and rewind to this part, and I can go back and do that. That was the feeds. Yes, they nominate a few, then the public vote. That's not our BV, though. Exactly. What's up, Sandy? Lauren said she lied on the personality part on her application. Don't they spy on them anymore? Oh, jeez. Dawn, what's going on? This was a terrible choice. Grodner should answer to the public for this. I wish. Hey, Sandy, thank you so much for the follow, or the subscription. Excuse me. Did she say she had one? What's up, Jack? I don't think this the worst season, but I think it's the biggest mistake by production, which will lead to the biggest collapse. The producers destroyed the season completely. Yep. I mean, I think it's number one. I think it's the worst season for a variety of reasons, but I can understand where you're coming from. Sandy, good one, so true. I would love to rewind to the wall comp. Exactly. Like, people to go back and see that stuff. Like, I was able to watch it live. Luckily, I don't work on Thursday nights, but, like, I feel for people that couldn't watch that live. They didn't have rewind or live chat last year either. When was that a thing? I think 2 seasons ago. Like, every season prior, and then I think last season was the season that they got rid of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure last year was the first year without. Yeah. Yeah, it was the first year without. I totally agree. Little by little, they are testing and eliminating things we enjoyed. The most next thing will be the cancellation of the feeds, and it will just be the producer's version of the show. And that's where you're going to lose a lot of your fan base. I don't know why they're doing it too. It doesn't make any sense. It's so crazy they managed to bring a twist and just completely halt the season. There's no more gameplay. They've killed the season with one decision. Yep. Last year was the first year without. Yeah, thank you. What's up, Amy? Taking away the flashback doesn't even make sense. You're supposed to get better as technology improves, not worse. 1,000%. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like, it's 100% the writing on the wall that why take that away? Why take that away? It worked. People enjoyed it. People were able to see those highlights. And now what? Now we have to just get your version of it for the show that we don't trust, because a lot of times it's not the same. And then if it's not on camera because we're just seeing dogs, then we're not getting to see anything. Dawn, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Last year had chat. It had chat, but it didn't have the flashback. All of the alumni speaking out in unison shows how bad it is. When Izzy Fields and Cameron Harden are on the same page, you know they messed up. Oh, Chris, that is so good. That is so good. Everyone hates this. Bring back Arnold Shapiro. Listen, I'm with it. Keeping Blockbuster now is dumb too. No, I've said this earlier. I agree. I like Blockbuster up until Jury. Once we're at Jury, no Blockbuster. It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't feel like for that few people, then it's not even a social strategy game. It's literally half the house is nominated. I hope Grodner has to answer to her bosses on this. I mean, I'm sure she's feeling the pressure right now. The chats were fun because you'd see the same chatters year after year. We didn't have to get to say goodbye. Exactly. And that's a big thing. I had a certain chat that I would go to, and I had people that I would see in there, and year after year, like I didn't talk to them until the whole next Big Brother season. But once we were there, opening nights, everyone's in the same room, and we're all like, hey, how's life? Like, how's everyone doing? Like, good to see you guys again. It's not like I've ever seen these people. I don't know these people. I don't know who they really are, but we had a common interest, and we would reconnect once a year when we'd always come back to the same show. And now that's gone. It's not even like there was a goodbye. It was not like, oh, hey, we're going to be getting rid of this after the season. No, it's just gone. So I have no way of contacting those people. I mean, I'm sure they can find me on here, but, like, that's it. Please don't cancel me. I apologize in advance. Female armpit hair is criminal. Ava should be forced to shave. Jeez. They stopped the flashbacks so fans couldn't make clips of the mistakes they cast. Then that's on them. But we should be able to see the show has always been you get to see a live version of the show. Like, that's what made this show so popular. It was like you get to see people, and this is everyday people, and this is who they really are. So if they're bad, let them be bad and let us see it. And if they're good and we can root for them, let us see it. I've been prepared for Rachel to get voted out, but not like this. Exactly. I hate this triple nom situation. See, I like the fact that people are able to save themselves, but I understand why people don't like it too. The biggest takeaway is it's gotten rid of the HOH live competition on Thursday nights. But I said, let us see it on the live feeds. Let us be able to turn on the live feeds and watch every HOH competition. You know they can do it. I have so many issues with Ava. I could never cancel you over that, LOL. The season is dumpster fire. If they try to bring Rachel back with a weird twist, she will have an asterisk again. Exactly. And I said that. I said that earlier in the stream. There will be an asterisk if she comes back. And it sucks. And it's not her fault. It's production being dumb and including this stupid twist. I know what I said is not politically correct. All good. All good, Bomb Mike. If Rachel was voted out normally this week, then fair play. Yeah, if Rachel was voted out... Sorry, I read that as Johnny Fairplay. I hang out with Johnny Fairplay way too much on these podcasts. That's what came to my mind. No, I agree. Like, if she was voted out, she's voted out. She played the game. That's understandable. But this is not the same thing. What's up, Trisha? Voting Ava for America's favorite sleeper. Rachel for AFP, yes. I mean, Rachel's winning America's favorite player. Like, there will be a lot of Keanu votes for sure. But Rachel already had this locked up for weeks now. Since she walked in the door, let's be real. I would have loved to see these players fumble all over themselves trying to get Rach out, and if they exceeded mad respect. And that's the thing. It's a game move. It's someone did something to take out the biggest player. Now they have that on their resume. It's like a little blue chip on their arm, on Rachel's arm, that she's like this big player. And if someone takes her out, they get that blue chip. And now they have a reason to win. And they don't even get that. Even Reagan was upset how they screwed Rachel. That's crazy. Rachel's not coming back, guys. I don't think so either. Keanu on the block confirmed. Yep. Your armpit kink is not our business. Ava is in her villain era. Oh, she is. My answer to anyone that asks why are the producers doing this, my answer is always because they hate us. I mean, it seems that way. They certainly don't seem to care about the show like we do. For them, it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. But they're literally trying to get in their own way and destroy their own show, which is wild to me. I like to see how Rachel does on Survivor. She wants it, and I like to see her roughing it with TuneIn. So I talked to Rachel about this. This is funny you bring this up. I talked to Rachel about this last season when her and I were podcasting together, and I said, you've been on The Amazing Race. You've been on Big Brother. Would you do Survivor and do the trifecta? And she's all like, absolutely. She's like, I love Survivor. She's like, I would do it in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong. I think she would do a lot of shows. But, like, she was very adamant. Like, she's like, I would absolutely love this. And this is before I'm sure she got news that she would be on Big Brother again. So, yes, Rachel on Survivor, because I don't think she'll ever play Big Brother again after this. I don't. Brendan said to himself that they weren't going to play again. Rachel is shot on Survivor. She said that's her dream. I do like watching Keanu realize Rachel was right about everything. And it just sucks that it had to have her leaving for him to realize that. Rachel and Reagan are good friends nowadays. Yeah, but it's still funny. It's still funny. Ava took Rachel for all the wrong reasons. Me too, Sandy. It's nice to see Keanu realize Rachel was right all along, although it would be nicer if she was still in the game. And that sucks. It sucks. I don't know what I don't know what else to say other than the fact that it just feels shitty. Like, wow, 85 of you guys here right now. 85 of you. You guys are absolutely killing it. It's funny because my little tracker in the corner over here on my setup, it'll get to a number and then it just stops. So I have to pull up YouTube. That's what I was doing right now to see what like the actual numbers are. And this is like a live ticker for the most part. And it says like 85 people. I'm like, holy cow. Like, since my last stream, you guys have been so awesome. Like, coming in here, hanging out. Like, I was like, it's a Monday, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. People are probably working. I was like, I'll be lucky if I get 20 people in here. To have 80 plus people in here, you guys are amazing. Like, this community is amazing. Thank you guys for just being here and supporting me and supporting the channel. I know I say it a million times, but I got to keep putting it out there. Follow me at GoodsbyBobby on both Instagram and Twitter, and at After Show. If you guys aren't subbed, please give us a sub. It helps us a lot. And then also, you guys will know when I go live, so you'll be alerted. If you click that little alert button, you'll be alerted when I go live, so you guys can be here. I come live Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific when my kiddo's at school. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Don't worry, show's not done yet. I just want to give you guys a shout out. I just want to give you guys a shout out because you guys are literally so amazing. And also, if you have a Twitch, I know a lot of people don't, but if you do, it would mean the world to me because it's my personal. Like, this is Fair Play's show right here on After Show on YouTube, and I have it connected because I'm his executive producer. But if you can, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. That's my personal channel. And I multi-stream on both. It would really help me out a lot if you guys could give me a follow there. I really appreciate it. So that was my little splurt. All right. Where was I at? I can't see them getting any returning players that people actually want to see come back again. I mean, seriously, people are pissed. Devin, thank you. Thank you for coming in and joining us, too. Sorry, LOL, we are here because we are pissed. Exactly. We all are pissed. I would love to see Keanu's face when he watches it back when he's home. Oh, he's going to be in for a reality check. Keanu has said if Vince votes him out and flips on him, he is not getting his jury vote. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. When is Brent coming? I'm hoping to have him this week. So he said we could try to make it work this week. He went camping with his husband, so I just have to reconvene with him. I didn't want to bug him while he's out camping with his husband. But we're going to talk about it and try to get him on this week. I'm sure he has a lot to say. I suspect Rachel... and I think, for those of you who don't know, it's Brent Walgamont that we're talking about. I just found you, but I'm loving this live already. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. I suspect Rachel wouldn't have done this season had she known there would be an arbitrary elimination. No, she wouldn't have. Rachel and Brendan will not probably have to adopt Keanu when the show ends. Rachel for AFP. This was my first year watching live feeds. Always down the live feeds. I know. Yep. They're always down. And that's how it is. Jerry, we appreciate you. Watching feeds now have to be painful. It's hard. It's hard. And I haven't had to watch too much feeds, so yeah. Keanu is a bitter juror. and you know what? Because it's Vince, I'll allow it. I don't like bitter jurors, but I'll allow it because of Vince and what Vince has done to him all season. Brent, this is our group therapy. I agree. Brent camping, not glamping. True, right? When he told me he was camping, I was like, really? I was like, I didn't know you were a big camper. I don't hate the reindeer games on BB, but do it for All-Stars or do it like in a reindeer game situation. That's fine. But this isn't reindeer games. This is Big Brother proper. What are we doing? I wonder how much longer BB will be on now. People will be scared to apply knowing there may be a chance the same could happen to them. They're still going to get people. They're still going to get people that, because guess what? It feels like, 90% of the people that come on this show now that are cast on this show, they're just recruits. They're not going to have any idea anyways. They're going to have no idea that any of this happened. Because that's who they cast nowadays, recruits that have no idea about the game. And you're going to make format changes, do it at the start. The late game should always go back to basic BB. 100% agree. Yeah, a lot of social players aren't going to apply for the show anymore because they know it's mostly physical, so they're going to miss out on casting a lot of good people. Agree. What's up, D? I agree completely. I got a phone call just a moment ago, so a bit behind, but you were talking about chatters you chatted with. I met my current fiance on season 6 in a Big Brother chat room. Wow. See, that's amazing. Bismo, that is amazing because that just shows the community and what we built. You would have never met your fiance if you didn't have the chat room on Big Brother. And there's people that have gotten married that were HAP listeners. It's the community as a whole and being able to talk with each other and connect and meet in real life and play Big Brother games online or even in person. That's what made this community as strong as it is. And the show purposely is trying to take those things away. This could be the best show ever if the producers knew what to do. Exactly. It really could. Is Big Brother not considered a true game show or reality? It's a reality show. Reality game show. Since they seem to be loose and fast-changing rule without the constant contestants' knowledge. I mean, that's how it's always been. That obviously they don't know when the twists are coming. But, yeah, it's twists like this. This is... Even the cast is pissed off about this. It's wild. I wish they would start casting more like Survivor with actual fans. Sure, we've had some good recruits, Taylor being one of them, but she already liked the show and then studied it. And I said this too. I don't hate recruits. I don't hate all recruits. There are some recruits that were fascinating TV. The problem is you're casting people that have no knowledge of the show. They need to at least be aware months prior and given everything they need to understand the show to be able to be on the show. You can't just watch last season and be like, okay, I'm good to go. Or even just clips. You can't. You have to have knowledge of the show. Give them the seasons that matter. Give them the seasons that show the social strategy. Don't give them just what happened last season. Here you go. Imagine the cast next year and their recruits, and they only give them Big Brother 27 tape to watch. Oh, man. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I think they'll keep having a show, but it's jumped the shark. I don't know if we get real Big Brother back. That's so cool. Kelly didn't know about the live feeds. Yep, that's amazing. By the way, I just want to throw this out there too. If I'm not reading your comments, I realized yesterday when I was streaming about the NFL coverage and stuff, sometimes some of the comments on YouTube pop up on my YouTube screen, but not on my software. So if I'm just not reading your comments and you're like, why isn't he reading mine as well? I apologize because I'm reading the mixed chat and sometimes it doesn't give me the full stats. So just know it's my software thing. I'm not being a dick. I don't see it on this end. And I try to read this end because it has both streams. But I'll try to be aware. I was worried there for a second because there weren't comments coming in. So I was like, oh, am I missing something? Taryn has put the question rate production on how they're ruining the show on the Stock Watch survey. LOL, the shade. I like it. This is just the challenge if they're doing it this way. Yep. They need an age restriction like yeah. I'm still shocked about Kelly not realizing there were live feeds and we're watching them all the time. Like, that's wild. The fact that they're not even given the knowledge that they're watched nearly 24/7 is crazy. They need to give them the seasons that rocked the fan favorite seasons. 1,000%. Wasn't there a season where there was a challenge day one and someone didn't make it in the house? Did they still get voted out after losing? Because I can't remember. So yeah, there was Jody in Big Brother 14 who basically their team lost the challenge and Dan had to get rid of one of his players and he got rid of Jody. So night one. And then there was Cameron because they were bringing Paul back into the house. They had a mystery house guest, kind of like what they did with Rachel this season. But guess what? One person has to leave. And they voted out poor Cameron. And then Glenn. Yeah, Glenn. Yep. Just sucks. What was your Twitch again? My Twitch is twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. That's all it is. Twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby. Appreciate you, Amy. I honestly didn't realize they recruited until recently. I guess I missed somewhere along the way. Man, you guys are typing in fast. I'm way behind. All right. So I'm just going to try to go somewhere in the middle here. Can you imagine a Lauren final speech episode going to be 12 hours long? I wonder where Kelly's bugs are hidden. There are first compilations. I hate those too, but it's a far cry from doing it at the very beginning of the game and then doing it at jury. Yep. I can't remember. Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, I already said that. I can't remember who it was, but a recent former house guest said they go into detail about the live feed, so Kelly just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Totally fair. Could be possible. Definitely. Did they do an IQ test on Riley? Amy, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate you. Thank you. You are awesome. Helps me out a lot. The Edge Redemption Island ruined the episodes at the merge. Does this not feel like like a kind of like Redemption Island? Not even Redemption Island because like Rachel's not coming back. So I don't even know how to compare it, to be honest with you. Definitely. Just give them more alcohol and all will be well. I'd say don't let them get like hammered, but give them more or give them it a little bit more often. We'll have fire feeds and fire television show for sure. We just got to hope that production finally wakes up after the season. The complete lack of personality from these millennial contestants is just horrible. Give us a 30-plus year old season any day of the week. 30-plus, that's the cast. I'm here for it. I don't need to see these, ripped abs, hot body people on my television screen. I need to see people that know this game and play this game. Um, I've totally thought about that. I always feel so bad for people that have to leave on the first day. Same. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. And this is as close to that feeling as I remember. I'm tweeting you right now about a streaming transition where you can no longer read every comment. All right. Tweet me if you had something better for me to do. What's up, BMFH? Just dropping in to answer the thumbnail. Yes. I appreciate you for even just dropping in and saying yes. Thank you so much. Give us a sub. The season's been going downhill since the key turn around for me. It pisses me off. Yep. And bring us back the keys too. The nomination block. Give us that back. Like, they take away everything that people like. Amy, it was Haley. For sure, it was Haley on 20. I love Keanu. I missed Rachel with her glass of wine with frozen grapes in it. I'm not even watching the feeds anymore. I had them on every day. I've been watching the feeds since season 15 and the show since season 2. I hope they get back to basics. I agree. To be fair, 30 plus is millennial. Well, that is fair. But I still think 30 plus, you are in a different place in life than these 20 somethings. The boring ones we're getting are Gen Z now. And I'm a millennial. I mean, I'm 36, so I don't know. I just feel like I'm a lot different and a lot better place now than I would have been when I was in my 20s. In my 20s, I would have thought I was hot shit and realized I wasn't. And so I think I just would play differently now. I have a lot more at stake. I have a lot more to play for. So that's why I think 30 plus, you got people that are playing for something other than social media following. And yes, don't get me wrong, you still have people playing for those things at any age. But I'm saying you have more to play for, I feel like. Same Bismo, I didn't hate season 1, LOL. I appreciated how Rachel always had a terrific outfit for us, right? Me too. I've been glued to them all season. I've just given up. Everyone wants old school Big Brother until you realize, what's up, Juan? They would cancel half the house guests nowadays. Very true. I don't think you're wrong there. And I don't love cancel culture. But there's people that have justified reasons for being canceled. But I don't like that they come after people's jobs and stuff just because they don't agree with them, just their gameplay and stuff. I think that's wrong. Bring back food challenges. People should compete for slop. I don't know if I can get behind that. I hated the food comps. I hated them. Nomination block too long. I hated that. Let's shorten. What's up, Luna? Let's shorten the votes on Thursday. No more shout outs. 1,000% agree with that. I just like the nomination block because I like the key, and then it's like who's going to be left, but I don't know. Maybe next year production should go back to basics season 2 style. No veto, no nothing. Flower Child here. What's up? All right, so to me, Edie was the best player. That was my first season. I mean, Edie was a lot of fun. I know people have their feelings about Edie, but I liked it. I thought it was a fun season. Will they bring her back with Pandora's box to stay? God, it feels like that, right? Or let her back in for like 12 hours just to annoy the house guests. Lauren, man, I apologize for my coughing. I don't know what's up with me. Lauren would PMO so much if I was in that house when she's having a conversation as HOH and staring at the HOH screen, 0 eye contact. Lauren makes me crazy. She talks like she's texting. Know what I mean? Like she has to type it out in her head. It's so slow. It's like her response is always so low and slow. It's crazy. Erin hates the game she played. She was a B. Love the food comps. If you cause me to be on slop, I'm gonna be very upset. True. I love food comps. I want to see someone drink frozen yogurt right from the tap. They should make them eat bugs for head of household. They are not canceling anyone because production protects these people. Yep. Or those people, yeah. Well, hello. What's up, Hilerma? What's going on? Well, hello. I finally got a signal. Hope I haven't missed too much. Hey, just happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm a young Gen X. I enjoy having more older people or players in the game. People like Rennie, Angela, Hassam, Mama Fee, and Suri. They were good TV. We don't give a shit and tell it like it is typically. Exactly. Like, that's what I respect about older generations for sure. I want live HOH comps again, at least partially, like how they slip and slide. That's what made episodes exciting. I'm okay with keeping Blockbuster. I've said this a million times. I'm okay with keeping Blockbuster. But if they gave us the HOHs on the live feeds, I wouldn't have zero complaints. Zero complaints. I like seeing how being a have-not affected the gameplay. We don't get any of that anymore. Season 8 was probably number 3 of my favorites. It's up there for me. It was my first season I watched live, and then I've been hooked ever since. Nope, not gone again. I'll go try YouTube. Oh, is it not working on Twitch? I don't know what's going on with Twitch. All right, Slop just saves us the $200 a week on the grocery bill. True. Next Unlocked, Bobby Flay showing the new recipes with Slop and how to make it. I can't stand Unlocked. Is that is that a hot button topic? Like, am I on an island here? I hate Unlocked, and it's nothing against Derek or Taylor. I just think it's boring. Am I on an island? Tell me I'm on an island. Because I feel like I can't stand it. I think it's just boring, and I just don't find it interesting. Will was playing so well for an older house guest. Social game was fire. Yep, I agree. Such a shame with the twist. I would pay for an extra live feed tier for more features and comps. 100%. Okay, it's working here. Good. Okay, good to know. Big Brother 9 was the best. They were either fighting or having sex. They do the same on UK. I think lots of people would, Kate. I really feel it's a missed opportunity for them. It's overproduced. I hate Unlocked. Unlocked is boring. Good. I'm not on an island. Season 9 had the best live feeds. It really did have good live feeds. For a shitty season, it had good live feeds. Unlocked is pretty meh. Lauren is playing Big Brother like she's doing AMSR videos. It's crap. The best part of Unlocked was the segment on Riley Villegas' family. Exactly. Hate Unlock. Always thought they showed the beginning of the HOH comp. Not even Taylor stands liked Unlocked. So true. So true. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I know this is another vent session, and I know we're all here because we're upset. And I appreciate you guys for being here and venting with me, because without you guys, I have nothing, and I have no show, and I have maybe 3 people in here venting with me. So even after this show, right? Like, even after this show is done and the season is over, I will continue to be doing my live streams on here. And I know I'll probably lose some of you guys because some of you may be here for the BB content. But I will be talking Survivor on here. I will be talking other reality TV. We are going to be doing a sequester, so the Rahap sequester that I was a part of back in 2020. We are going to be doing a rewatch of that. So I'm going to have more content on here. It's not just going to be BB and then done. I'm going to continue this throughout. So I hope you guys will stick around, even though the BB content will eventually be done. I hope you guys will stick around to hang out with me and like the content that I put out there for you, because I would absolutely love to continue this community and continue this avenue for people to just come here and talk reality TV and talk about whatever, I'm just here to chat with you guys and build this community. So, give me put a Y in the chat if you guys are down to hang out even after the Big Brother season and still be here with me and support the channel, and then also just be here to hang out and talk reality TV and whatnot and have some fun. Put a Y in the comments so I know you guys would still stick around to see me. Why? I meant like a Y, but that worked too. All right. Always thought they should. Okay. I could do half an hour Unlocked. Riley's Caleb 2.0 for some reason. Yeah, it's true. I love Taylor, but Derek, no thanks. I think I've only watched one episode. Okay, all the Ys are coming in now. I'm not just one bitter Big Brother. I apologize for not keeping up. Survivor as well. Oh, of course, I'll be here for talking Survivor. I also do the podcast with Fair Play and Gabe Ortiz from Big Brother or from Survivor 47. So we'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, Derek wasn't made to be a host. Me too, Sandy. I'll be here for Survivor. Love it, guys. Thank you so much. What do you think about Destination X? Well, I podcasted about Destination X if you guys want to go back and watch it. But it wasn't my favorite. I appreciated it for what it was. I think it got better at the end of the season, which is shocking to say. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite type of reality show. And fair play, and I said it, we don't think it'll probably be back, but we appreciate it for what it was. Love Survivor more than BB, so I'll always tune in. Appreciate you, Kendra. Survivor 49 cast looks good. Been listening to Mike Bloom's preseason interviews. They're great. He always does such a good job. He's so good. Ever since Wiggler handed the reins to him, like, I loved Wiggler, and I loved Wiggler's content and how he was always doing those interviews and everything. Once he stepped away and Mike got his position, he's killed it. He's been so good. Love Mike Bloom. I love pretty much all social strategy shows. Same. I'm a big social strategy person. Thank you guys for all the whys, by the way. All the whys are awesome. I'm just glad to see that you guys will stick with me and we'll hang out and we'll continue to do all this stuff. This is so much fun. So much fun. I mean, where I started 2 weeks ago with 2 people in my live stream to this, like, it's just night and day, and I'm so in awe of what you guys bring for me and for this community. It's awesome. The cast, its own, is very weak. It is clear a returnee was meant to be plopped right in the middle to carry the season. I agree. It's a very weak season, or very weak cast. What's up, Yulak? Thank you so much for joining. Destination X made TNA what they are. True. Has anyone watched The Snake? I have not watched The Snake. I know people like it. People said good things about it. I didn't watch it. I'm telling you, they're prepping us for no more live feeds. They hint about it a lot. I agree. And that's what's scary to me. Once they lose live feeds, it's going to be like Big Brother Canada all over again. It's just going to go downhill, and they're probably going to lose the show. Because people are going to have no interest in it. We want to see what's actually happening, not what you're telling us is happening. That's what made Big Brother different from all these other shows. I love Mike Bloom. Same here. Your channel came up as an algorithm and just subscribe. Thank you so much, Bismo. I appreciate you. Yeah, Mike Bloom is fantastic. His energy is infectious. He's so funny, too. Like, I know he does a lot of improv and stuff, but, like, the stuff he comes up with on the fly, like, sometimes hey, Julie Page, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate you. Sometimes I try to... Hey, Steve, oh my gosh, you guys are coming in huge right now with the subs. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Where was I going with that? Some of the times I watch some of his improv and like what he does on RHAP and whatnot. Like, he's so funny. He's so funny. It's crazy the stuff he like is able to come up with on the fly. Traders Ireland has started. I haven't checked that out yet. I'll have to check that out. I've been meaning to switch to Survivor because I'm outgrown BB. This 50 season seems like a good place to jump in. Hop on in. Hey, if you can, rewatch some seasons. I'll get a list for you, Haley, if you want to have like seasons to watch if you haven't seen Survivor, because there are some very good seasons, and it will prepare you for the people that you'll see on 50. BB was Bad Girls Club versus Bad Girls Club would make good TV. Well, we did a video live stream actually where we did a Brant Steele where we did Big Brother versus Survivor for Big Brother 28, and you guys will never believe who won. It was really funny, but it was actually really fun to do. So if you can, it's on YouTube at After Show where you guys are all at right now. Go over there and check it out. It's one of the live streams I did. It was really fun. It was really fun. Are you a fan of reality social game called The Circle? I do like The Circle. I definitely haven't. I feel like The Circle is kind of like gotten a little stale, but I do like The Circle. I don't think they'll take away the feeds. I mean, they saw what happened with Big Brother Canada. Then again, they keep disappointing me over and over again, so it's not impossible. That's the biggest fear, for sure. I did, but it wasn't great. I'd watch again though. Matt Bloom as the WWE PC coach. No, Mike Bloom. First time watcher, loving the stream. Love the energy, man. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you. Yeah, Survivor Kagion. That's all you need to see. Survivor Kagion, best season of all time. Come at me if you're to say anything different. Survivor Kagion, best season of all time. Traders Ireland is really good. I'll have to watch it. Congrats to the AU versus W winner. I haven't seen it. No spoilers. I haven't seen it. I have to catch up. I have so much reality TV to catch up on. Such a crazy weekend. Such a crazy weekend over here for me. I binged half of Australia v. the World last night. I'm hoping to finish it later because I get spoiled. My favorite season of Survivor, Heroes versus Villains. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. Yeah, start with Kage. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, help me out here. What should Haley start with? I think if you're going to start... Oh, this is tough. So Kageon is my favorite season and a lot of people's favorite seasons. Also, Heroes vs. Villains, very good season. It's hard to... there's a sheet out there that Owen from Survivor has that lists like what you should watch in what order. And it's very good, very well thought out. Ooh, Pearl Islands is a good one. Actually, yeah, I would say start with Pearl Islands. Pearl Islands or All-Star. Oh, no, Pearl Islands is before All-Star. So Pearl Islands and then All-Stars, Heroes vs. Villains, then Kageon. That's my thing. So Pearl Islands for sure. That's where, so Johnny Fairplay, who, this is his channel. I'm the executive producer of it on YouTube. But I do a lot of shows on here with him. But he was on Survivor Pearl Islands. Very good season. Very good season. Start with Survivor Borneo. I just wonder, okay, listen, as much as I love Borneo, right? And I was in 6th grade when Borneo came out, and I remember watching it with my family, and we were glued to it. It's hard for me to say start at Borneo because it's such a different show, and it's not like extremely hard to rewatch, but it's hard. It's definitely, you feel how old it is, right? And so for someone new who's like used to games like Big Brother and the Challenge and stuff and how they are now, it might be a little stale for people, right? So I want to recommend them going to like Pearl Islands where it's at least a good cast but older, and then work their way up from there. China's a very good option as well. Kageon drama, gameplay, and not too much crazy twist. Agreed. Token Teens because it's kind of back to basics but not old like 1 through 11. Yeah, I agree. I do like Token Teens a lot too. I always tell people to just start from the beginning. I've missed a bunch in the middle of Survivor. I like to go back, but there's so much good TV out there. That's the hardest part. You need to go back and watch some of the old ones. I think Pearl Islands is like a really good intro for people wanting to start with Survivor, but still older for sure. 12 is Cerie's first season. Another great season. Okay, thanks, you guys. I'll brush up so I can watch with everyone. Do it. Haley, we would love to have you here and love to have you part of this community. And trust me, once you start Survivor, you can't put it down. And I definitely recommend watching Australian Survivor. It's a little bit harder to find. If you need help finding it, let me know. Message me at GoodspeedBobby on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll be happy to help. 13 is Ozzy and Parvati's first season. Yep, it's another really good season. China. Mike Bloom has just confirmed that the press will be getting exit interviews with Rachel through submitted questions via email. So, yeah, she's not coming back. Do not start with Borneo boring. It is now. It wasn't then, but it is now. How are Johnny's teeth? They're fine. It's funny how much I've talked to Johnny about his teeth over the last couple of months because of what happened. For those of you that don't know, he got his teeth knocked out by Danny Bonaducci right before he went on to Micronesia. And according to him, that's why he quit, is when Yao Man hit his head against the boat, it rocked his teeth that he just had replaced. I watched a few random seasons and then went from the start. I wish I had gone from season 1 in order. And that's fair. Like some people, maybe that's what they prefer. I worry that some people might find it boring from the start and it's not what the show is now. But that's totally fair. Borneo was great at the time, but now it's slow and quiet. That's how I feel. I don't recommend, but my guilty pleasure is Survivor Palau. Interesting. Definitely do not start with New Era. Do not start with New Era. Do not start from 41 on. Do not start there. If you're a Rehap patron, you have access to all the, and that's where I watch mine. But I know there's other ways as well. I think it's cool to watch from the beginning so you can see how the show has evolved. That's how I feel about Big Brother. I mean, I respect that for sure, because for me, watching, try to watch Borneo on 1.5 speeds, maybe. For me, I like I said, I started with 8, and then I think by like season 10, I was like really, really, really into the show. And then I went back and rewatched back then all the past seasons, but I had looked up like what was like the good ones to watch. And so I kind of watched out of chronological order. I still cannot get past like week 2 of Big Brother 1. Sorry, I just can't. But I think it's still fine to watch not in chronological order. And that's what I prefer. I like to see the better seasons and then go from there. But I can totally understand why people like to go in order. Mike Holloway, my favorite Survivor player. That is a hot take. Mom, Mike, you are coming in with some hot takes today. So let's see here. Seeing returning players in their second and third time playing before seeing them the first time is why I'd wish I'd just done that in order. And that's why I recommend to Haley, like, don't just go into 50 because you're going to have no backstory on all these people. Like, if you really want to, find the people that are going to be on 50 and just go back and rewatch the seasons that they were on. And it's easy for you to look up too, because then at least you'll be privy to those people's gameplay. It's a lot of seasons, but at least you'll be privy to those people's gameplay. But you could also watch Survivor 49 because it's an all-new cast. So 11th and 18th are normal evictions, and the 25th would be a triple. So that was our guess, right? So let me pull it up on here. Let me pull on here. Calendar. Oh my gosh, of course you're not going to work. Why would you? There we go. If I can spell calendar right. Jesus. There we go. Okay, I got it. All right, so let me pull it up and I'll share it on my screen for you guys. All right, so let me switch to this one. All right, so from what we determined, so this week we obviously lost Rachel, during this week. Then we're going to lose someone on Thursday. Then we predicted that next week it will be a normal week. So, sorry, what are we at now? We're at 8 house guests less. We'll go down to 7. Then we'll go down here. This will probably be just a normal one with the blockbuster twist. So we'll go down to 6. And if our prediction's right, we could be wrong. The following week will be no blockbuster, but a triple eviction instead. So from there, we'll go from a triple eviction, we'll go down from 6 to 3. And then we'll have only Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we'll go from 3 down to the winner, obviously. So that way there's only live feeds of only 3 people in the house for 2 days before they go into the finale. That's what makes sense, because the show's always tried to work a way for them to have as many people as long into the season as they can, so it doesn't make it for boring TV or boring feeds. Not necessarily they care about feeds, but at least for boring TV. So that's our prediction. Like I said, we could be wrong, but that's kind of what we were thinking, that Rachel gone, normal eviction, blockbuster ends here, triple eviction, finale night, final 3. That was just our thoughts, though. Seeing returning players in their second and third time playing before seeing them first time. Oh, I already said that one. Sorry. How about Survivor All-Stars on BB? I mean, I would love it. I would love Survivor versus Big Brother on Big Brother. Hell, I would like Big Brother versus Survivor on Survivor. Either way, I'm happy. They had the summit on last winter, and I love that one. People like that one. I didn't tune into it. I know we did a bunch of content on it here on the channel, but I just didn't watch that one. I heard good things, though. I watched all of Big Brother in order when we first got CBS 1, LOL. Season 1 is a slog, but the time travel of it was fun for all the old like me, Dr. Drew. Right? Do we know for sure it's a triple? We don't know for sure. I like how you engage with the chat. Thank you. I try. I'm not a big streamer. I literally just started streaming, guys, 2 weeks ago. So the fact that I had like 100 people last stream, and I think we got up to 80 people watching today, like, shocked me. Shocked me. And I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, I want to engage with the chat. I want to be here because we're a community. We're all in this together, right? Like, I know a lot of people, maybe their chats are too busy, and sometimes mine gets hard to do too. But Terry, thank you so much. But I try to be as much a part of the chat because I want this to be our show, not just my show. I want this to be our show doing this together, right? So let me switch back to Facecam. I want this to be, you know, a show that, or I guess, streaming platform where I communicate with you guys. You guys are here with me. We can talk about reality TV. We can talk about whatever, life, whatever it may be that you guys want to talk about. This is us as a community. It's not about me. It's not about these shows. It's about us as a community and bonding and just enjoying it. Do you remember the reality show Solitary? It was on Reality Network. That's now defunct. I enjoyed that show. I feel like I remember that. You guys remember Glass House? I loved Glass House. Okay, wrote it all down and subbed earlier. I like this community. Very engaging. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you come back. I really do. And let me know about your journey with Survivor. I love to help any way I can, but I'm just happy to see new people picking up what we all love. Well, I was here on your day one stream. Yep. Yep. You, Mary, Kate's been here. Like you guys are all the real ones. I appreciate you. All of you are the real ones, but I just like, there's people that when I started 2 weeks ago, we had literally, I think, 3 of us in the chat. And it's just people that have listened to the podcast for years that I see in the comments there. So, like, all of you guys are awesome. I watched Jeff and Jordan live after the episode, but they weren't reading the chat, and it was so frustrating, especially since they don't watch feeds and were saying things that were wrong. That's an issue. That's definitely an issue. You like my pussy, then engage and penetrate. Okay. Okay. All right. Kai, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. The house guests think they have another elimination coming this week, and it's possible. Remember Utopia? Even though I watched Utopia, I actually liked Utopia. It was weird. It was weird as hell, but I was here for it, and then it just got canceled like 3 weeks in or something like that. It was wild. I never watched Glass House, but I have heard about it. I liked it. It was like Big Brother in a way, but like very different. I thought I heard that too. My favorite canceled reality TV show, Joe Schmo Show. Oh, I loved the Joe Schmo Show. Loved it. Remember The Mole on ABC? That was the good version of The Mole for sure. Glass House was fun. What's up, Noxutal? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Sorry about your Titans. Glass House was fun. Solitary had a survivor from Vanuatu, John Palog, on it. Interesting. Yeah, Sandy, I'll watch a little bit of that one. My favorite was Evil Dick. Evil Dick was awesome. What's up, Julie? Hey, I was one of those 3. Exactly. Sherry, you were one of those 3. You definitely were. Utopia was weird and wondrous. Yeah, Hilarma, you were definitely one of the first ones here. I appreciate you. It was weird and wondrous for sure. It was weird. This is Utopia. Let's make a brand new start. Is it sad that we still know that jingle? Like, that show was on for like 3 weeks. It was like 10 years ago plus. And we still know, like, Utopia, let's make a brand new start. Wasn't someone from Big Brother on Glass House back in the day? Honestly, I don't think so, but I honestly can't remember. I just remember I liked it. I can't remember anything else. Kate, glad you heard it too. Haley, I love you. I could not remember that song to save my life. I remember the producers of Big Brother throwing a lawsuit against the people who made Glass House. I think I remember that too. Because it was a very similar show. Gotta jump out. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate it. I'll definitely be back. Chris, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you. So, random question. Thinking about California in March for spring break with the kids. How's the weather in March? I mean, it's California. I mean, pretty much you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yeah, are you going North Cal or South SoCal? Because there's a big difference. NorCal will be cold, like especially like San Francisco area. Definitely bring a jacket. But like if you're going LA, San Diego, anything like that, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Like yeah, it might be a little bit chilly, but like it's pretty much sunny every day. It is so hot here right now though. Like we're supposed to cool off the next couple days, which I am so stoked for. Like we're supposed to get down to like low 80s. I'm so ready. I'm so ready for that. March is beautiful. Everything is green. The weather's great. It's a great time of year to come. If you're going to come March, April, great times to come. Andrew Tate was on Survivor, right? Was he? I don't think so. Maybe a different version? I don't know. Gotta go, y'all. Loved it. We'll see you next time. Pam, thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Thank you, and I hope to have you back in the future. SoCal with a stop at Disney. Oh, great choice. I'm actually not too far from Disney. I think I'm an hour away, like 45 minutes from Disney. Love Disney. You'll love it. And we went in February. It was March 1st we went for my birthday, and it was my daughter's first time going. So much fun. It was her first time. She's 4 years old. Like, we've gone again since, and it was great. It got hot, though. I remember it was like March 1st, and it was like 94 degrees. I was like, this is abnormal. It's not normally that hot in March. It was a weird, like, heat wave. Also, before I go, everyone like the video. 61 watching, only 27 likes. Yeah, please, guys, give us a like. Give us a like. Thank you so much, Chris, for throwing that out there. Give us a like. Hit the bell so that you're notified when I go live again. And just say stuff in the comments because then that helps me out in the algorithm where it promotes my stuff more. Like last time I had like 40-something comments, and you guys are awesome. You killed it. So any comments, likes, and hitting the bell, like all of that helps me. All of it does. And it allows you to know when I go live. Where are you located? I'm in Panhandle of Florida, and it's still hot as hell. I'm in San Diego area, Temecula. So I'm like between like 45, like an hour from San Diego. We say San Diego because it's like kind of that area, and we're like 45 minutes from Orange County. Oh yeah, Orange County in March is great, and yeah, Disney first time for your kids. I thought it was BBUK. I live in SoCal. Today is the last day for warm weather. Thank God. I'm sorry. I'm so much more a colder weather person. I can't. The heat is too much, man. I'm a big guy. Even though everyone thinks I'm 5'9", I'm actually 6'3". I'm a big boy. So the heat does not do well with me. Andrew Tate was on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Okay, that's what I thought. Andrew Tate was on Big Brother UK. He is not the only weirdo who has been on reality TV. That's true. We usually visit WDW, but want to visit land. Do it. Trust me. If you've never been there before, Kendra, I don't know if you've been there or not. Definitely do it. It's so good. Excited for you, Kendra. I think you'll love it. Yeah, you will love it. It's so much fun. Rachel is staying on jury, right? Yeah. Temecula's grown so much over the last few years. Wow, trust me, the traffic here is awful. And they're doing adjustments to it, and it's still not getting better. Like, one thing about Southern California, the traffic is awful, but Temecula area, it's bad. But it is a really, really nice community. I really enjoy it. I moved here about 10 years ago. Met my wife here. Had my kid here. This is home. Originally from Visalia, California, for those that know it. Lived in San Luis Obispo for about 7 years when I went to college until I dropped out. And now I am... a lot of people go to college for 7 years. Yeah, they're called doctors. That's what I always tell everyone. But yeah, so like I said, I'm trying to... I bartend at a casino here in Southern California. That's my primary job. I work that at nights while my wife works during the day. And usually I watch my kiddo, but now she's in TK. Best thing to ever happen to me. Love my kid, but I'm able to do this now. And so my goal is to hopefully one day be done with bartending and I can do streaming or producer work full-time or YouTube full-time. That would be my absolute dream. Like if we can get this channel big enough or get my Twitch channel big enough, I could do that full-time. Like that is my dream, and I would do it willingly. So I'm putting out my effort now to provide more content for you guys and try to expand this and to do something better for my wife and daughter. So, you know, because bartending, it's good, but like it's not what I want to do forever. So just having you guys here showing me that like that's like a possibility. Like I could possibly do this full time one day, you know? Like that would be the dream. That would be the dream. All right. So, yes, Brendan said she would never quit jury. Good. I hope not. Hi, Ruby. I used to live in Pismo, small world. Yeah, Pismo's awesome. Can't go wrong. It's just expensive there. Also, it's all college kids or retirement folk in San Luis Obispo. So once I aged out of San Luis Obispo, 7 years is a lot. Well, I didn't go to school for all 7 years. I'll be real. What's your favorite fight on Big Brother? I know I love all the drama. Favorite fight? Oh my God, why am I blanking on her name? Oh my God, I'm totally bringing her name. Keisha's birthday. Excuse me. I saw Kendra, so it was in my head, Kendra. I was like, no, it's definitely not Kendra. It's Keisha. Keisha's birthday. My favorite fight of all time. Who wants to eat cake? Keisha's birthday, and it's not even close. I hope she gets AFP. She deserves it. I think she's going to get AFP. I think she's going to get AFP for sure. So we've pretty much talked this out, right? And we've talked about it a lot, about how we feel and our emotions about it, and like the show as a whole, where we think this ranks and where I personally think it ranks. But I don't know. I know we've been bringing it up and talking a lot, but I feel like we're days away from like this, or days past this happening, and we're still just as upset as we are when we found out it happened, right? That's how bad this is. The show is definitely waiting for things to just blow over. They're not going to blow over here. Like, they're going to lose a lot of viewership. Wait till the casuals see this on Tuesday. Just wait till the casuals take to Facebook on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I work in construction, and we did a building in Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, lovely city. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love San Luis Obispo. Like, if I could afford to live there, not saying Temecula is cheap, but if I could afford to live in San Luis Obispo now, oh man, I would. But like I said, I kind of aged out. Rachel said she would stay somewhere else if Kelly came to the jury house. I love that Rachel said that. I love that. I've been rage cleaning since Friday. Okay, Pander, come over to my house because my wife would love if someone came and rage cleaned over here. Donna Stewart, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, like I said, guys, like I just like chatting with you guys here in the community, like chatting and like reading your comments live and everything, like being a part of this and reading the comments and just venting with everyone and talking about the show. Like, that's what I want this to be about. I want this to be something that we all talk about, like reality TV. It doesn't just be Big Brother. It can be Survivor. It can be whatever, you know, and I hope you guys all stay around for that because I think that's something that I don't think a lot of people do when they're streaming and doing these live streams. I think they, like, talk about the show or their feelings and stuff and maybe occasionally bring up the chat, but I want this to be us talking as the chat, as the family, as, like, just something different than what the other providers give you guys, right? And I'm not saying don't follow them. I'm saying they do great content. What they have is original, and I don't want to just fall into the same mold. I want to be here to talk with you guys, and I feel like it doesn't a lot of people don't do that, and I think that that's an aspect that differentiates my streams from other people's streams. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I hope you guys enjoy that part of it. It wasn't fair to the house guests and the viewers not going to get over it. Exactly. I feel they're going to edit Rachel crazy. Imagine what Rachel's diary rooms, because they're going to have diary rooms of her after she was eliminated. I'm here to see what that's going to be like, because you know she's pissed and she's mad. Is she still going to give the show like what they want content wise, or is she just going to be like angry? Like, that's what I want to see. I'm more looking forward to not what happened, because we have a pretty good idea at this point what happened, but like her reaction in the diary room. Scared for that too, Mary. I'm afraid my head will explode at the edit on Tuesday. I'll be back for sure. Thank you, Amy. I definitely feel her edit gonna be the evil has been defeated, which it's like, what? So the evil's been defeated by production? Like, come on. Like, production, really? Like, yeah, you guys were the ones who took the shot at Rachel, not the house guests, and that's not Big Brother. Ava is just clueless the way how she's talking about Rachel. It's bad. It's bad. What's going on, Jacqueline? Thank you for coming. Love that you interact with the chat. You have the personality for this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, it's funny because I used to work at ESPN Radio in college in San Luis Obispo. So it was just a San Luis Obispo market. But I worked at ESPN, and when I went there, I told them, I was like, if you hire me, I will be the best thing that's ever happened to this company. I really sold myself. But I was like, I will be the best thing. I will work my way up, and I will prove to you that I should be here because they didn't have anyone my age working there. It was small. And went from salesman selling ads for them to producer of one of the bigger shows to being the youngest person offered their own radio show in the history of, that market, San Luis Obispo market. So had my own ESPN radio show. And a lot of times, me and my co-host, shout out to Alex Klipper, we would do the show together, and we'd had great chemistry, talking sports and stuff, so it wasn't the same thing. But then when he wasn't there, I'd have to do the radio show, which was a 3-hour radio show, midnight to like 3 a.m. or something like that. It was crazy. And I'd have to do it by myself. And I don't have a chat. I didn't have, a screen. I wasn't watching games live because it was the middle of the night. But I'd have to sit here and just talk about whatever the events of the day were that happened in sports. And so I think I developed really well over time how to communicate and to share and provide information. I mean, at times I don't think I'm the best for sure. Don't get me wrong. But I think that really, really helped me. And then when I went to podcasting, it was like podcasting was so much easier just because I actually had people in the chat to talk about or to talk to. I'm afraid we're going to get a lot of Ava's diary rooms justifying the pay. I completely agree. Yep, they've edited Rachel and Ashley as mean and Riley and Catherine as a cute showmance. And that's why we need feeds. Oh, I watched live feeds and someone said when Rachel left, she is going to make Jury House hell. Go, Rachel. I think Ava is scared to go to Jerry. Good. She should be. One cam just zoomed in on Vince's mouth. Stash eating a sandwich. I didn't like Rachel 15 years ago. I don't like her now. That said, she should not have gone the way. Horrible choice, ruined Big Brother. And Joel, thank you for being here. I agree with you. Like, that's the thing, is you might have a certain feeling about Rachel. You might not like Rachel. And that's fair. I mean, I remember when I watched Big Brother 12, I was not a fan of Rachel. I liked her more on 13, and since I got to know her personally last season when her and I did the podcast here at Reality After Show about Big Brother 26, I got to know her personally. Like, she's awesome. Like, for instance, back in January, I had a little health issue, nothing crazy, but I had a little health issue, and Fair Play told her about it, and she was like the first one to reach out to me and be like, hey, I'm a nurse. Like, what can I do to help you? Like, is there anything you need? Like, this is what you should do. And just did that on her own. And I'm just some guy that was never on reality TV, and I'm just some guy that literally she streamed with and podcast with once a week about Big Brother, and she was so concerned about me. Like, she's just so awesome. Joel, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Like, she truly is such a good person, and that's why I'm so upset that this happened to her. I'm so upset. And yes, I have my personal feelings about the situation because I am friends with her in real life, but I absolutely think that this is just horrible. She literally gave up time with her family and her husband, like, to do this show because she loves this show, and for the show to do her dirty like this. And if it was anyone, I'm not saying just her, anyone, but like especially her, it's there's no words. There's no words, guys. Watching BB edited versus the live feeds will teach you real fast to take reality TV with a grain of salt. Yep. Yes, Joel, I don't like Lauren and Kelly, but they shouldn't go out like that either. Exactly. I watched some of those, but didn't realize that was until now. I watched some of those, but didn't realize that was you until now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was me. It was me. Different setup. I moved things around, but yeah, it's me. A little bit better setup now when it works. Even for those that don't like her, they now don't get to see the house guests take her out. It's silly all around. 100%. I was a Rachel hater and a Danny Donato fan. Crazy how their third time swing me to the other side, for sure. For sure. Don't like her on the show. Can't say in person. She could be amazing for sure. Just to clarify. Oh, and I get it. There's a difference between the people in real life and the people you see on your television screen, and I've learned that a lot by doing these shows. Like me and Kelly Wentworth from Survivor. I was a producer for her podcast, and all the guests I got to interact with, some of them I didn't like as characters on my television screen, but when I was talking to them prior to the show and after the show and trying to set up the arrangements and everything, like most people just seem like cool people. They're cool people, but they're reality TV characters. So you can't take the reality TV character. That's not the same as what you get in real life a lot of the time. People don't realize she was has a big heart. You can tell with how she was with Keanu. Yep. Rachel continuing to be an engaged fan has made me like her since her previous showings. And that, I think, is a big thing, too. That's the truth. It's crazy what they do with the editing. I mean, imagine what we have if we would have live feeds on Survivor. Like, imagine through all these years what we would have seen. It's crazy. That's the truth. It's crazy what they can do with editing. They'll give Rachel a bad edit to justify her leaving. F it. Everyone pray for Kelly when her people are 27. The show deserves a bad winner. Actually, based. Look at Johnny Fairplay. Exactly. A great point. Like, I wasn't a fan of Johnny Fairplay. I get it. Everyone was like, the villain edit was for sure. And he definitely hypes up that character. Right? And there's aspects to Johnny's real life that he's very similar to that character, but he is really a good dude with a good heart and cares about people. Anytime I've seen people like do any kind of confrontation, like even small confrontation, like Johnny is always like tries to like make it better. Like he always tries to resolve the situation. And like he's actually a good dude in real life. And I understand he's not everyone's cup of tea. Totally get it. But in real life, I can assure you, as a fan and as a person that's never been on reality TV and just a person that just threw themselves into this and it worked out, he is a good guy. So shout out to Fairplay. Yeah, some people are just angry. Casuals would have a different view of Rachel if they actually watch the feeds. Exactly. That would be amazing. Wentworth is one of my all-time favorite Survivor players. Wentworth is legit one of my favorite people that I've ever like worked with. Like she is so sweet, so kind, and like just like she will text me about NFL stuff. Like she's a huge Seahawks fan. We talk crap back and forth to each other about our teams and stuff, but just such a cool person. Finding out she is hilarious and she has made me love her even more. Her reenactments, dude, her reenactments are amazing. They are so good. I ask her all the time, how do you come up with this stuff, man? Like, you are so clever. Ava is not a hippie. She's a hater. I personally did like Fairplay. He was funny, but I think must have been like 20 or 12 back then. LOL. Imagine the final week on live feeds. Lauren, Vince, and Morgan. So boring. That's kind of why I think they might go from 6 to 3. Just my personal opinion. I think there might be a triple along the way, and I think it's that week. I think it's that Thursday right before the finale on Sunday. ESPN did Barry Bonds dirty. He was by far the best ever. Oh, Barry Bonds. As a Padres fan, it's hard for me to support that decision, but I get it. People called her a bully, but I really didn't see that about Rachel. I did see Kelly as a bully, and now Ava, the way she talks, I agree. I think Rachel gets very defensive of her people, so she will back her people up 1,000%. If you're good with Rachel and you're friends with Rachel, she might even back you up when she probably shouldn't even get involved. And that's what we've seen throughout the season, right? It was she shouldn't get involved, but she does anyways, and that's what makes Rachel Rachel. And that's what makes her such good TV. I was not a Brinchel fan originally, but watched her podcast with you and with Johnny over the Traders. Made me appreciate her a lot more. And this season, I understood her a lot better. Exactly. Well, I'm glad that we here at Reality After Show can help you, learn who Rachel really is. So that I really appreciate that. I talked to my friend last night. That's a casual. and I filled her in on so much stuff. She was shocked about Riley and the Kelly and Ava aren't always the nicest. She couldn't believe the Rachel stuff. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like my mom is a big casual. She's a very big casual. I got her into Big Brother back in the day, and now she watches it. She doesn't even watch like all the time, right? Like she is such a casual that like she'll watch, like she'll get behind like 2 episodes and just say, "Oh well, I missed those 2 episodes," and then just watch the next episode and be like caught up. And I'm like, I don't know how you could do that. I have to see everything. And she's like, I don't know. I mean, they give you a recap. Like, no, it's not the same, Mom. And so I was talking to my mom, and I was like telling her about what happened to Rachel. She was so beyond confused. Like, she was like, wait, but how is Rachel gone? She wasn't voted out. I was like, yeah, but see, they entered this stupid twist that everyone hates, and the community's in an uproar. But like, yeah, she was just eliminated. And she's like, but she wasn't voted out. I was like, Mom, what are you not getting here? I understand the show can be confusing. I mean, like this is this is not the show that you normally watch, and it's not the show any of us normally watch. But Mom, this is what happened. Yeah, but like she has to be voted out, right? So she'll come back, and then they'll have to vote her out. No, Mom. So imagine that's how it's gonna be for a lot of the casuals when they come back on Tuesday, and they're like, "Wait, but she wasn't voted out." I'm like, Mom, maybe just skip this week. Maybe come back to it in like a week or so, and then you'll be all caught up. You'll get the recaps, and you'll be good. Oh, I love her to death. She's so funny. So funny. Vince is a human savior fire. I'm sorry, I don't know that term for sure. My sister is a casual and has no idea what's going on, so I get it. My whole family used to watch, but now I'm the only one. They got me into it, and they still watch Survivor, though. Yeah, fair. I feel like I know more people watch Survivor than Big Brother. My sister decided to watch after 15 years, knowing Rachel made it easier to get back into. I feel so bad that I talked her into watching it. My niece's first watch. What a disappointment. Yeah, my sister, too. What's up, Sky? Thank you for joining us. Why do you think they gave Riley a golden boy edit? Exactly. Gotta love the show proper. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's wild to me. Like I said, I can't wait to see all the Facebook comments by the casuals on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. They are going to be like for those casuals that like they're on like Facebook, but they're not on Twitter or whatever, and they just watch the show proper. They probably don't even look at anything social media wise until they see it the episode. I can't wait for like the second wave of this to hit because you know it's going to happen, right? Like we're the big community and we're the ones very vocal right now, but you know there's a large portion of the people that watch this show that do not pay attention to social media or try to avoid it because they don't want to be spoiled and then are going to watch the show proper on Tuesday. And it's going to be like production's going to have to deal with this all over again. It's going to be great. BB Production loves a creepy white man. What's up, Random Jess? Thank you so much for joining. You heard Catherine ghosted Riley in real life? Good. She should. She should, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what else to say about this other than how disappointed we all are. Yeah, and like I said, so once Big Brother is done, and once the season comes to an end, obviously for the next 3 weeks, we've got Big Brother content here on my channel, on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby, and then at After Show on YouTube, which the majority of you guys are here on YouTube. I can see that. So if any of you are able to come over and give me a follow, twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby, that's my personal one. That helps me out a lot. But hey, even though that you're just here on YouTube, I'm totally cool with that too. I totally get it. And I'm just would hope you guys would hit that like button. We're at 29 likes, have 69 people here watching live. So hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you can hit the bell notification, you'll know when I go live for my podcast tomorrow, or my stream tomorrow and in the future. But yeah, like I said, it's just tough. It's just tough. All right, so let's see here. Wave 2, I've been thinking about it too, LOL. Catherine likely heard about the baby daddy of it all and ran. Good. Thank you so much for hitting that. I appreciate you. Vince Ugg, I can see why it took him years to get on Big B. I wish they would have thrown his app away. Hell, in Big Brother 6, they gave the Friendship Alliance acting like they were the good guys. Will you be following any other shows? Following. Thank you so much for following. Yes. So, like I said, we got about 3 more weeks of Big Brother, and I'll be streaming every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. You guys have been showing up the last couple of streams, and I couldn't be happier. My goal is to just thank you so much, Beatrice, for the sub. I appreciate you. So my goal is to just keep going live on my normal schedule. Wow, Step, thank you so much. You guys are coming in strong right now. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So like I said, my goal is to even once. Oh my gosh, Random Jess, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate you. Wow, you guys are killing it right now. I am so grateful. So where was my train of thought going? So my goal is to, even when the show ends, we're going to be going into Survivor, but I'm going to continue streaming every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So yes, there might be down weeks where we have like less stuff to talk about. But we'll come on here and we'll be talking about anything. We could talk about reality TV, other shows. We'll be talking about Survivor. We'll be talking about traders, what have you, into those seasons. But I want this to be a show about community and us being here, me reading your guys' comments, us chatting, even about life stuff, what have you, stuff going on in sports. For those that are interested in sports, not everyone is, but I am. But like we could talk about whatever. So that's the thing is I want this to be our show, our platform, us as a community, hanging out like what we got with the Big Brother feeds back in the day where we had a live chat there. But it's a live chat with Bobby as the host, essentially, is what I want it to be. But about all reality TV, not just Big Brother. And it doesn't have to even just be reality TV. It could be whatever you guys want to talk about. So I really would love for this community to build. If you guys can share, even if you could share this stream with anybody or put it out on social media, what have you, it does so much for me. So I appreciate it. Game Bouncer, what's going on? Why does everyone hate Ava? Because she's been talking a lot of shit. About Rachel, especially. It's just been nice to at least talk about it with people that understand. When I told my mom on Saturday I was down, then said it was because of BB. She laughed at me. I was being for real. I get it, Amy. SF, ice. I bet after Tuesday night's episode, there will be a casual saying deuces to the show, 100%. I had to order junk food and emotionally eat all weekend because no one in my life understands. And okay, that is a great point. So for me, I don't have a lot of people in my life that watch Big Brother, Survivor, all these shows. Like realistically, the community that I'm a part of and that I've been like, watching RHAP or being podcasting on RHAP when I used to do that and just being here on Reality After Show. Like this is my outlet to talk these things with the people that are like-minded and have the same feelings I do. I don't have a lot of that in my outside world. Like my wife watches like Survivor Australia, and that's about Australian Survivor, and that's about it. But she watches like the Traders too, so I gotta give her credit. She loves Love Island, and I'm sorry, I'm not a Love Island guy. I think it's insane. But I get why people are into it. It's shocking to me. It's the challenges are not actually challenges. They're just people like it's an excuse to make out with someone. But yeah, so like that's why this is my way of being able to talk reality TV is with you guys here. Casuals need to watch Big Brother 13 to be hated that much and still get vote. Exactly. Your thoughts on Korean reality show called Physical 100? My wife started watching. My wife is a big like K-drama and shows like that and like K-pop and K-dramas. She watches all that stuff more than anything else. So I watched a little bit of it. It's very challenge-esque, but like just like weightlifters and stuff. So it wasn't a big thing for me, but I know people liked it. The editing on Tuesday can't save the season or anything. I'm very interested to see how they edit Tuesday. I am too. I think I want to see Rachel's edit. I want to see Ava's edit. And I want to see how they edit the competition. They're going to try to make it likable, and they're not. It's not going to work. We already know. nefarious people are in production, they always protect the creeps. Yep. Because guess what? At the end of the day, the bottom line is people watching and the money coming in from the ad revenue. And that's about it. All right, guys. So I actually got to get taken off. I got to go pick up the little one. I got to go pick up Penelope from school. She gets out in 30 minutes. But like I said, guys, you guys are absolutely amazing. You guys have shown up once again. I appreciate the support, and hopefully we continue to grow. I really hope we continue to grow this and build this into what I'm hoping it can be, that one day I can do this, every day and for longer. But until then, this is just so much fun. Where I've come from 2 weeks ago to now. Sandy, oh my gosh, $20 for super chat. Thanks again, Bobby, and everyone in chat. This does make this awful time bearable. BetterHelp, what did I say? BetterHelp should sponsor you. Seriously, though, you all are great. Appreciate you all, the different opinions. Exactly. Thank you so much. Sandy, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Like I said, guys, I don't expect anything, but I'm so appreciative of every little thing. Just being here is awesome. So like I said, hit the like button, hit the bell so you're notified when I go live again. I'll be live tomorrow, 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. If you can, it would really help me out a lot. Twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby, and hit me up on social media at GoodsbyBobby on Twitter and Instagram. But with that being said, guys, I got to get out of here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll find something else to talk about and bitch about, but that's what makes us great. All right, guys, peace out. We'll see you later, and thanks again for everything. Bye, guys.